Imagine waking up tomorrow and everything is gone. Your money, your status, the people you trusted, gone. Most people would panic. They would lose control. They would break. But some people don't. They stay calm, completely calm. Not because they're lucky, not because life is easier for them, but because they trained their mind for this exact moment. And once you understand how they think, you stop fearing loss. You stop reacting emotionally. You become hard to break, almost untouchable. Because later in this video, you'll discover the one mindset shift that changes everything. Let's be honest. Most people today are emotionally fragile, not because they're weak, but because they've never been trained to handle pain. We live in a world of comfort. Everything is instant. Everything is easy. You feel bored, you grab your phone, you feel sad, you distract yourself, you feel uncomfortable, you escape. But here's the problem. Comfort doesn't build strength. It builds dependency. And the more dependent you become, the weaker you feel when life doesn't go your way. So when real problems hit, you collapse. Emotionally, mentally, completely. But thousands of years ago, Stoic philosophers discovered something different, a way to stay calm, even when everything falls apart. Here's the truth no one tells you. You don't break because life is hard. You break because you expect it to be easy. Think about it. We've trained ourselves to avoid pain, avoid discomfort, avoid struggle. But discomfort is where strength is built. Every time you run away from it, you become weaker. Every time you avoid difficulty, you lose resilience. And slowly, you become fragile. So when life finally hits you, you're not ready. You react emotionally. You lose control. You break. But here's where things get interesting. The Stoics believe this entire approach is wrong. Completely wrong. At the center of Stoicism, there is one simple idea, but it changes everything. Some things are in your control. Others are not. That's it. You don't control what people think about you. You don't control what happens tomorrow. You don't control how life treats you. But you do control your reactions, your decisions, your mindset. And once you truly accept this, something powerful happens. You stop wasting energy on things you can't control. You stop reacting emotionally to every situation. You become calm, focused, stable. But most people fail here because they spend their entire life trying to control everything. Stoicism isn't just philosophy, it's practical. It gives you tools to become emotionally unbreakable. First, negative visualization. Imagine losing what you have, your job, your money, the people you love. Not to scare yourself, but to prepare your mind. Because when you accept loss, you stop fearing it. And when you stop fearing it, it stops controlling you. Second, voluntary discomfort. Do hard things on purpose. Take cold showers. Work when you don't feel like it. Choose discipline over comfort. Because when you choose discomfort, life loses its power over you. Nothing feels unbearable anymore. And third, emotional control. You don't suppress emotions. You don't ignore them. You observe them. You understand them. And you choose your response, not reaction. Response. That's the difference. That's power. And almost no one practices this. Here's the truth. Life will break things around you. It will take things away. It will test you over and over again. But it doesn't have to break you, because your strength was never in what happens to you. It was always in how you respond. And once you understand that, you become dangerous, calm, unshakable, emotionally unbreakable. If you master this, nothing can control you. Not people, not situations, not fear. You stop reacting, you start choosing. And that's real power. If this changed the way you think, subscribe, because this is just the beginning.